Okay guys, we have 4 different garlic varieties here that was sent to us from some very dear friends. Daryl and Sherry from Two Family Homestead sent these to us. They ordered them straight from the company. Fillory Garlic Farm. Thank y'all. This means a lot to us when people do something like this. They sent these 4 different varieties here. Now the first one we're going to be planting is a China Stripe. It is a turban variety. It has little purple stripes on it. It is a hardneck garlic, one that stores very well. So we're going to be planting that variety first, and we'll be, you know, trying to separate each variety because we want to make sure we keep our garlics separated. So that in the event we have a lot of them, maybe we can, you know, maybe we can bless somebody else with some. But we're gonna be getting these in the ground. I'll show you what they look like here. Okay, guys, this is what it looks like right here. You can see the purple stripes in it. It's a very nice looking garlic. It's got some good. You know, it's got the paper on the outside of it. Good looking garlic. We're gonna go ahead and try to get it in the ground first, and we'll mark the rows, show you how we do that. Looks like it's wanting to sprout a little bit right now, so that's a good thing. We're gonna get these in the ground. You just take your hands basically and just rub them like that, and the outer shell comes off of them. Nice looking garlics. Okay, we're not going to be planting the whole thing here. What we're going to do, we're going to take it and we're going to break it up. We're going to plant each individual clove. Now, the larger the clove, the larger the garlic bulb will be. Anything that's a smaller clove can be used for fresh clipping garlic. If you like to eat the green part of the garlic, it's really good for that. When you plant, always make sure you put the root part where it was down in the ground, because it's going to sprout from the top right here. So just remember, the bigger the clove, the bigger the bulb of garlic will be. And make sure they've gone through stratification also. In order to do that, you put it in a refrigerator in a plastic bag in the vegetable drawer for about 2 weeks, and take it out and then plant it. Okay, we're going to plant these about every 4 to 6 inches apart. We're going to try to get down in the ground I like to go about 2 to 3 inches deep with them. Make sure I get good dirt coverage on them. We've got our ground prepared now. I like to mound mine up just a little bit like that. We're looking forward to these different garlic varieties. We've got several planted already. We're going to be trying to keep them separated. The ones that you see growing in the foreground here, this is elephant garlic. This is a garlic that it's a very good producer in a warm, humid climate. It takes very little maintenance and grows fantastic here. So we're, you know, we're encouraged by it. It's one of our main garlics that we eat here, is because it's a very mild flavor. It can get up to as big as a hard ball. So, you know, we try to keep that growing also, because garlic is one of the things on a homestead that you really want to keep. It has a lot of medicinal values to it. It's good for good health. Okay, guys, we took one of the inserts out of our window blinds. We had some left over when we bought new blinds, and we cut it in half. We're using it as a marker to go on the ends of the rows so that we can tell what varieties is what. And we're also going to write it down in a book just in case something happens here. We don't use wood here because wood, the termites will eat it up and it'll decay. It just doesn't work. So we go with the vinyl, the PVC window blinds. They seem to work better than anything else we found. Okay, we're out here now in our next batch of garlic. We're going to be planting the silver white. It's in the silver skin family. It is a soft neck garlic. This one stores real well. It can be stored up to 12 months, a year for this particular one. So we're really excited to get it going here and to have it for one of our storing garlics and our eating garlics. We're going to open it up just like the other one. Just like the other one, we're going to take our fingers and just kind of break the paper out from around it. And this one here, now the silver skin tends to have 2 to 3 layers of good heavy white papery substance around it. The silver skin has several layers of paper on it, which is one of the reasons that it stores so well. Some of your garlics only has 1 to 2 layers. This has multiple layers on it. And it can have many cloves in it, where the other ones a lot of times, some varieties will only have 6 or 7 cloves on it. These can have multiple ones. I mean, lots of them. All right. Make sure we get the right part pointed down. We're just going to keep breaking them off, sticking them about every 4 inches apart. Okay guys, these are the Japanese Asiatic garlics here. They are a hard-neck variety of garlic. They are a rare garlic. I've been checking online and I haven't found but one place I can actually get these at. We're lucky to have these because of their rarity. They store up to about 6 months. After 6 months, you know, you need to do something with them before 6 months. But they are a really good, smooth tasting garlic. So we're gonna get them in next. Now these only make about 6. Some of them don't even have 6 to 7 cloves per bulb of garlic, because they're all large cloves. They don't load up like the other ones do. So we're going to get them in next. Okay guys, this is a Sicilian artichoke variety of garlic. It's a very nice looking garlic. It's got a good size to it, a good, real good bulb. You can see it's bulbs up real well, some big cloves in it. Going to be a nice garlic to get planted here. Now it is a soft neck variety. Stores for about 10 months to be at its optimum. So we're anxious to get it in the ground, and we're going to be planting it next to see how it does here at Deep South Homestead as one of our varieties. Okay, we've moved over here to where the cotton that Wanda had planted is, and we're in between the cotton stalks right now. We have some walking onions that was sent to us by Miss Sherry at 7D Farms. We're going to plant them over on the opposite side of the garden here because we kind of like for them to be a permanent fixture in our garden here, because we love we love the walking onions. And thank you, Miss Sherry, for sending them. We're going to open the pack that she sent and see what it looks like. Oh my, she sent a pile of them. They're already sprouting, ready to go. Some of them here that we took out of the pack, they're already starting to turn green and sprout, so we need to get these in the ground real quick. So that's what we're fixing to do here. We're finished. We've got our 4 different varieties of garlic planted here. We've got our walking Egyptian onions planted over next to the cotton. We've got the other place in here that's still available for the 2 varieties of onions that we have coming from Dixondale's. So looking forward to that when they get in here. So thank y'all for going on this journey with us of planting our garlics and onions We'll bring you the other part when we get the onions from Dixondale. Okay guys, we're sitting here today. We just got our onions in from Dixondale. The ones you're looking at are the yellow granics. We got about 75 of them supposedly. And then we got the Texas Legends. Now when you get these onions in, the first thing you want to do is open them and take the rubber band off of them and open them up and let them air dry for a while on a piece of newspaper or something before you actually go to put them in the ground. And don't freak out if you can't plant them right away, because an onion will actually last for, I don't know, up to about 3 weeks in this stage before they actually, go bad. So we got ours in this morning. We've been letting them lay out and dry most of the morning. So we're getting ready to go back to the field and get the garden ready to put them in the ground. Okay, we're out in the field now. We've got our row bit made up, and look, because we failed at making good bulb onions here at Deep South, we're going to follow the recommendations of Dixondale onions. They, everybody that buys from them, we've got, people's told us, buy Dixondale onions, follow their recommendations. Hoss Tool, Web Cajun, all these people tell us, to do this, so we're going to do it. We've made the row up. Now, Dixondale says do not put your fertilizer right under your onions. Now, we've used fertilizer on this. It said to go 6 inches to each side of the middle of the row and put your fertilizer in and cover it up like 4 inches deep or 6 inches deep, and then put your onion in between it, and after 3 weeks, fertilize it with ammonium sulfate on top of the ground and water it in. So, guys, we're going to follow the recommendations of these because we want onions, and we have never been able to get onions to grow here, and we're going to see if this actually works. Now, we followed their recommendations on laying out the onions to dry. We've done that, and they've dried good out of the package. The information that comes says do not plant them any deeper than 1 inch in the ground, and to do them every 4 to 6 inches apart. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start, and we're going to put them just like they said. We're only going to put them 1 inch deep in the ground. We're going to do them about every 4 to 6 inches apart. You want a bed about 4 inches high too. So we've got our beds made about 4 inches high. So we're going to come back in here and do this. And we're going to see if we can't get these onions to make bulbs this year, because what it is, you want to be able to pull dirt away from the onions once the ground starts cracking and the onion starts to grow. So that's kind of what we're setting up for here. Just trying to get this done. Now I'm just taking my finger, punching a hole in the ground and setting these onions down in there 1 inch deep. Alright guys, we've got our onions done now. We actually ended up with a row and a half of the Texas Legends. We've got a row of the yellow granics, which is what we was after. We're going to try to see. We've got somewhere around 150 to 175 of the Texas Legends and a little over 100 of the yellow granics. So we're going to give it a shot and see what we got this year. And now we're going to start watering it in like they said and pray for the best. Okay guys, we got Wanda. She's down there finishing up the watering. We're watering all of our onions in good. That's a recommendation. Okay guys, you can see we got the Texas Legends here. A whole row and a half of them from this end. And over here, we have the yellow granics. Got a whole row of them planted and watered in, and then we got a piece of another row way down yonder. So we've got our onions in for the day now. Thank you from Deep South Homestead.